What's going on? So in today's video, we're gonna go over a training shorts review, and this one is gonna be from 10,000 Training Gear. You can tell by the X. So real quick about these shorts. I really like these shorts. I'm somebody when I train in shorts, while I also do training in a lot of sweatpants because I do a lot of weightlifting. What I look for in a short is I look for something that's going to be able to be movable, since I'm doing deep squats, I'm doing ballistic Olympic weightlifting movements, I'm running, and then also something that can double as a leisure kind of wear. So something that I can, maybe wear on a walk with my family. I can kind of, if I'm going to the beach and I don't want to throw on swim trunks, I have something that I can kind of double as both. So that's something I'm looking for in a short. I'm also a big fan of liners in shorts, which this model, the interval short, it does have the option to have a liner or no liner, which is great because I know some people don't like liners, so you have both options. And then lastly, what I look for in a short, obviously the performance specs, which we'll get into later, but price and value. I really do like these shorts a lot, and I'm gonna tell you why. And then we're gonna head to the gym afterwards, and we're gonna go through a deep squat session, and we're gonna do some movements so you can see how these fit and stack up during the training. So, first things first, we're gonna talk about the design. So the design here, as you can see, it's pretty sleek. They come in two different styles in terms of the interval short, and they also do have other short types, which we're going to do different reviews later, but this is all about the interval short. So it comes in two different styles. You have your 7-inch length, the inseam, or the 9-inch. So I have the 7-inch, which later on you'll see where that hits on my thigh. If you want a longer, you can have the 9-inch. They also then, within both of those options, you have the option for a liner or a not liner. So these liners, nice and stretchy. I find with a liner, I really like a liner that hits like mid-thigh or slightly longer for me, just because if it's shorter than that, I find that typically it rides up my thighs. So this liner actually was right in the perfect spot for me. It's not too long or it's showing all the time, but it's long enough that it doesn't ride up. So that was the design specs. Now when we look at through here, you can see the waistband. It has some stretch, right? This is a very stretchy material. It's got the 4-way stretch, so it's very movable. You also have the stretch down here where we also have a nice slit that it can split nicely. And then you can see too, we have little slits in these sides here, which really helps with like the breathability and gives you a little added flexibility when you're doing more end range or more explosive movements where you need that movement in your shorts. I also do really like in this that it has pockets, right? So it has, 2 side pockets on the side, nice deep pockets there. And then you also do have a zip pocket. It's big enough, like if you want to put your keys in there, you're going on a bike ride or a run. If you have a small, a smaller iPod or something, we do have somewhere where you can feed headphones through if you wanted or something like that. So I do find that to be pretty beneficial. I'll be honest, sometimes we go on like bike rides or walks and we want to go to like a local brewery or bar, and I'm wearing these, kind of doubling these as my active like lifestyle wear. I'll throw my card in there and my keys will be good to go. Another cool design aspect of these is I really like the liner. I know we've talked about it before, but for me, the fact that the liner is attached only at the very top, right? So it gives you a lot of flexibility. Sometimes what happens is the liners will attach like halfway. So you do have a liner, but it's still kind of attached. And I just noticed that it still kind of restricts it. So I still feel like I'm almost wearing 2 pairs of shorts, where this doesn't. This feels like I'm really nice, snug fit with the compression, keeps you cool, keeps you breathing. And then you're obviously just wearing the short on top so that when you're walking around in your tights, if you don't want that look. So like I said, this is the 10,000 interval. Really like this one. It stacks up a lot to my my front squat sessions, my clean and jerk sessions, just my lifestyle sessions. They come with options for the 7 or the 9-inch inseam. You can have liner or no liner. And this is the interval short. So they also do have the session short and the foundation short, which we'll do later on in reviews. If you don't want the liner, you can get without liner. And if you want to get compression elsewhere, which I'm also going to do a review on, you can do that too. All right, so we are going to show you now the interval. These are the 7-inch interval short from 10,000. So 7-inch, you can see it sits right about the top of the knee. The 9-inch, which is the other option, would hit a little lower. I do have the liners on, so I have these liners. You can see they have the stretch. They have nice reinforced here so it stays put. As I said earlier, I don't like the short liners where they kind of would be here because I feel like they would slide up and then before you know it, it's all the way up. The long liners down here, I'm not a big fan of either because it's kind of get caught. And this is kind of right in the middle, so I really like it. You can see it's detached the whole way up, so we're able to move with you. The pockets, nice front seams, pull them out there. We have our side zip here. You can see that right here, I'm 200 pounds. I wear 32 to 33 inch waist shorts. These are a little loose here, but I like that loose fit. I had to go with larges just because I do have a little bit bigger thighs and hips, but I actually like that kind of the room here I have on the thigh, and then I have a little bit of room here with the drawstrings. So we're now going to go into one of my workouts. We're going to go to the warm-ups. All right, so today we're actually going to go with me today in my workout. So going through my warm-up, I'm doing some couch stretches, a little bit of rock to really open up those hips and quads because I do have heavy pause front squats today. All right, so here's a pause squat. I'll do this for 2 reps, but I'm going to work to a heavy single today. I'm using a hip circle down there, just like a mini band to really warm up my glutes. Just a brief pause, nothing crazy, but just killing the momentum. Really working on my strength from the bottom of the squat and some core strength there. All right, so as promised, we are working up today to a pause beltless squat, front squat. So in these guys, I like sometimes just pulling these up and wearing these ones here, but they don't get caught either way, nice and snug. So we're gonna put these up to the test today. All right, it's just 315 pounds. I'm just gonna work up today to about an RPE of 8 or 9, so relatively heavy, but not a max. Then we're gonna do my heavy deadlifts today. So I have a 5 rep max at a rate of perceived exertion about an 8 or 9. And with a pause, I'm gonna put a pause just below the knee off the floor. This is 415 with a belt and then some straps. Just a brief pause just to kill the momentum, really force me to hold a better position right off the floor. Most people kind of screw up there. So just really load my hips and just staying nice and tight. And then lastly here, just doing some bench here in this cycle. So just a pretty basic strength cycle. So I'm just doing a 10 rep heavy set. So finding a 10 rep heavy, this is 225. And then I follow this up with 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps of either this weight or slightly heavier just to get some good volume in. So this is the 10 rep at 225 pounds. No belt, just a standard bench press. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today on my review of the 10,000 interval short. Remember, it's a 7-inch line short. So today we went through my squats, my deadlifts, my bench. But like I said, this is really a great short I like wearing all the time, but also I didn't do any of my more high intensity workouts or conditioning today, but that one is a staple. It really works and stands up pretty well. So make sure you guys like this button down below, subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this, and then if you guys want to get a pair, you can go down on the links below, and I have a code down there to help you guys save some cash, and all that affiliate that I will get from kickback from 10,000 being part of their ambassador program goes to help me create better content like this to bring to you guys. Thanks.